Do you think that's a great off ramp for the military? Because that's something I worry about with my own family members. Like, I feel like a lot of people that come from the military struggle to go back to like a normal
Yeah.
lifestyle. Like, a lot of people struggle. So it's good that you found an easy way to like transfer yourself out of that world. Is there any other things you'd recommend?
There's no always. I make it seem a lot easier than it was. Getting out sucked. In regards to like preparing yourself financially to get out, like nothing to do with like your personal. You need to figure it out before you get out. There's a lot of different programs. The Navy, I guess every single branch of the military and government has this thing called Skill Bridge. So you're able to have a internship before you get out. That's what I would suggest for most people. If you're on the investment sector, if you feel confident enough with your portfolio that it's able to sufficiently be able to sustain itself, right? Because before you have an income, your portfolio kind of shakes a little bit, like you at least inject money into it. You don't have a job anymore. Like you have bills to pay. Like they're due every month. It's like, don't fuck up. But yeah, it's just a fiscally either get a job set up before you get out. Don't think that you're going to get out and find a job like you're going to get fucked. And then if you have a portfolio, make sure it's good to go. But in regards to your personal and your mental, I mean, I thought I was good to go. I got fucking rocked for like a year straight in regards to getting out and like resuming normal life.
Mm-hmm. So how did you get through that year? What helped you?
Well, I kind of screwed myself, right? So I got out the military and I essentially just sold all my real estate and I went out to moved out to a place for a girl. So essentially what I did, I had a life that was really, really structured around like my real estate, my business, and my Navy and my job there. And then also like girlfriend and fitness, right? These were all in one circle. And those were my pillars of my life. I completely removed real estate. So now business kind of gone, even though I was starting real estate in Florida, like my actual business gone. I'm leaving the Navy, all of my friends, all Virginia. Now I'm moving somewhere else. And in doing that, you start to lose different pillars of your life. And the girlfriend wound up becoming variable. And then now you essentially like you lost your friends, what you used to do. I got injured after running a 200 miler, so like there was no training anymore. You base yourself and your personality off of the things that you do and your habits. And if you lose all of your habits, you've essentially lost your personality. So it's pretty rough. If you get out of high school, you've never really had, like, you never survived on your own. All the things that you thought you knew are now all gone. Like, you're fucked. So from a mental aspect, you know, like, I traveled the world for like a year or whatever and like did all the stuff. But you realize that the more stable things you have when you get out, the better. That's why I suggest like line up a job, like understand that the first year, if you don't have your shit together, like if your personality rides only on military, like you're fucked. Because when you get out, that's all gone and no one gives a shit.
See, this is something that kind of pisses me off because like these people are sacrificing lives for our country and then we're not giving them the opportunity. Like I feel it's not on the military members, it's on the, you know, the government and the military, like as a unit, like they need to have some kind of system to help people.
They do. I think they do have
working, whatever.
They have a lot of resources. I also think it's half our fault because we're just a bunch of fucking egomaniacs who are like, I don't need help. And then for like my standpoint, like I had a good setup when I got out and like I had just like setting up to get out. I had a skill bridge internship that I did, right? So I was an agent on a commercial real estate team. I could have went to any of the commercial real estate brokerages because they were like, how the fuck does this 24-year-old know all this stuff and is already investing himself? I got offered, it was like $160,000 a year job in banking that like you needed like a master's for. I had no degree. Like I had all these avenues that would have provided stability, that would have provided all these things because I prepared for it when I was getting out. But I said no to all those things and moved out to Florida for a variable, which isn't anyone's fault. It's just like, that's just how life works. But you need to understand that if you're jumping ship, that like you can drown. Like it is possible. I think that there are enough resources for people to be able to help themselves. They just gotta want the help, and then also like you gotta set your like. There's so many options for you to set yourself up. If you're just lazy and go out every single weekend, like you're not doing skill bridge, you're not investing anything, you're not lining up a job when you get out. Yeah, you're gonna be screwed when you get out.
And like we said in the beginning of this, there's a yang of life. If you took that 160K job, you wouldn't have had any of these experiences probably. You would have been stuck in wherever that was.
Yeah, I'd have golden handcuffs. I'd be a banker, show up with a suit, no beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.